Here are the top 15 red flags to look for when buying a new home. In this video, I'll be diving into the exciting world of new construction homes. Buying a brand new home can be an amazing experience, but it's crucial to keep an eye out for these potential red flags that could turn your dream home into a nightmare. So let's explore my top 15 red flags to keep an eye out for when purchasing a new construction home. Starting with number 15, lack of clear explanations regarding home warranties. When a builder fails to provide a clear and comprehensive explanation of their warranties, it raises suspicion. A reputable builder should be transparent about what the warranties cover, its duration, and if there are any limitations or exclusions. If the details of the warranties are vague, ambiguous, or not provided upfront, it could signal potential issues with after-sale support and the lack of commitment in addressing these future issues. Insist on a detailed explanation of the warranty terms before proceeding with the purchase to avoid any unpleasant surprises later on. Number 14, suspiciously low cost estimates. If the builder's cost estimates are remarkably lower than others in the marketplace, it could raise concerns. While a great deal is enticing, an estimate that's significantly lower than competitors may indicate the use of inferior quality materials, lack of proper credentials, or even potential scam tactics. Quality craftsmanship and materials come at a certain price, so a drastically low estimate could be a warning sign that corners are being cut or that builders lack the expertise to deliver a high standard product. Always investigate thoroughly and be cautious of deals that could be too good to be true. Number 13, negative reviews and social media complaints. Checking on a builder's reputation through social media and online presence is crucial. If you come across numerous complaints or consistently negative reviews regarding the builder's work, communication, or adherence to timeline, it's a major red flag. A reputable builder should have majority positive reviews and experiences online. While a few negative comments are common, an overwhelming number of dissatisfied customers could indicate a pattern of issues that may affect your experience with that builder. Always consider the overall sentiment and experiences as an important factor in your decision-making process. Number 12, poor long-term durability of previous builds. Examining the condition of the homes constructed by the builder several years ago can provide valuable insight. If you notice that properties built by the same builder a decade ago or more are showing signs of significant wear and tear, structural issues, or maintenance problems, it's a concerning red flag. A builder's track record of constructing homes that don't withstand the test of time could indicate subpar construction quality or materials that might impact the longevity and durability of your prospective new home. Number 11, unreliable builder track record. Research the builder's track record. Check reviews, ask for references, and make sure you check out their previous projects. If you find a history of delayed construction, poor craftsmanship, and a lot of dissatisfied customers, it might be a sign to reconsider. Number 10, lack of transparency. Transparency is key. If the builder is hesitant on disclosing information such as materials, construction timelines, or cost, it could indicate potential issues down the line. Always ask for specifics and make sure you get that in writing. Transparency is extremely important for me when purchasing a new construction home. The transparency between myself and the sales consultant for the builder, and the transparency between myself and the buyer. Wouldn't you want to be aware of any issues or problems or delays that's going on in the construction site up front rather than finding it out after the fact? For me, it's about problem solving and working as a team. If there's a challenge on site that causes a delay, why not bring it up to the buyer right away so we could come up with a solution together? Number 9, sloppy or incomplete workmanship. During your walkthrough, whether it's your frame walk or your final walkthrough, pay attention to details. Sloppy paint jobs, uneven floors, or poorly installed fixtures could be indicators of rushed or low quality work. Don't hesitate to address these concerns and issues directly with the builder before finalizing the deal. I always make a note of documenting all the things that was discussed in the frame walk as well as the final walkthrough so that the builder has that in writing and we could keep them accountable for all those repairs. I've conducted a frame walk with my buyers where we would be walking through the home in the framing condition with the superintendent, and we realized that the loft that was supposed to be converted into a bedroom is missing walls. It's so important to address these structural issues up front at frame walk rather than waiting until drywall happens and then you're closer to the final walkthrough. Don't you think? Number 8, unforeseen costs. Watch out for unexpected costs. Sometimes builder may present a base price that don't include essential upgrades or additional fees for permits, landscaping, or utilities. Ensure you have a clear breakdown of all potential expenses up front. Now, I remind all my buyers, when you're purchasing a new construction home and what's advertised online or on the sign, that's just the base price and the starting price of their smallest floor plan. What's added on top of that is the lot premium, structural upgrades, design upgrades, appliances such as the washer, dryer, and the refrigerator, as well as window coverings and light fixtures, unless you choose to source them through the design center of the builder. One more thing to know is that your backyard comes unfinished. It comes as a dirt. So you need to allocate a certain amount of budget to make sure you finish your backyard within a year or so based on the HOA regulations of that particular new construction community. Number 7, missing or altered plans. Changes in the original plan without your consent is a big major red flag. Always review the blueprint and the floor plans thoroughly with the builder, and ensure that all modifications and alterations are communicated and approved by you as the buyer. It is also important to document it and have it in writing. Coming from a personal experiences, I've never had a buyer experience this alteration in their floor plan without their consent. However, I have personally experienced builders who offered complimentary upgrades to my buyers due to material shortages or delays. So let me give you an example. My client opted out from upgrading their appliance package because it was just too much for them. However, the standard appliances was on back order, and the builder wanted to close this particular home for my buyer at a certain time frame, so the buyer chose to offer them a complimentary upgrade on an appliance package, so my buyer luckily was able to get an upgraded appliance package on the behalf of the builder's cost. Number 6, poor communication. Communication is vital throughout the whole new construction building process. If the builder is unresponsive, evasive, or fails to keep you updated on all the progress and updates, it could lead to misunderstandings and delays. I've worked with many builders and sales consultants throughout the whole Valley of Las Vegas and Henderson. There are some sales consultants that are really good at communicating and some that are not so much. So for me, as the buyer's agent, it's very important for me to be on top of the communication and make sure my buyers get weekly updates on their new home construction process. If we don't hear from the builder for whatever reason, it's my responsibility to follow up with them to see how things are going. I usually request the builder to send us weekly photo updates so we can see the progress of what's going on within their new construction building process. Number 5, unrealistic timelines. Be wary of overly optimistic timelines. While delays can happen in construction, a builder promising an unrealistically fast completion timeline might be cutting corners and compromising the quality of this new construction home. It varies based on the builder, but the standard timeline of a new construction home here in Las Vegas and Henderson ranges from 6 months to 8 months, and some builders 12 months to 15 months. Knowing that as an industry standard, if a builder promises a new construction home in less than 4 months, wouldn't you be worried? Wouldn't you start questioning why your new construction home is going to be completed much faster than the industry standard? Think about that. Number 4, legal issues. Review the legal documents meticulously with your buyer's agent. I take time to either sit down with my buyers here in my office to go through the very thick purchase agreement section by section, or if my buyers are out of town or not available, we would do a Zoom conference call where I would go over each section page by page. Ensure you understand the terms, coverage, and any potential liabilities before signing that purchase agreement. Consulting a real estate attorney might be wise to avoid any legal pitfalls. The section that I really focus on is the cancellation terms. It's important for my buyers to understand how much time they have in the event they change their mind. In most builder contracts, it's usually 3 to 5 business days after signing that purchase agreement. If my buyer is contingent on selling their existing home to purchase this new construction home, it's important for me to go over the contingency language written in this legal document. By the way, if we haven't met yet, konnichiwa, my name is Kaori Nagao, your global real estate advisor, helping you find your new home. Whether it's a new construction home here in Las Vegas or Henderson or anywhere in the world, I'll be more than happy to help you with your home buying journey. Thank you so much for watching, and let's keep going. Number 3, reluctance to delay closing for repairs. If the builder shows hesitation or reluctance to postpone the closing until all promised repairs or any outstanding issues are addressed, it's a red flag. A reputable builder should prioritize in completing all the requests for repairs and address any issues before the closing date. Refusal to accommodate this request could signal a lack of commitment in delivering a fully finished and satisfactory home. Insist on resolving these issues before finalizing the deal to avoid any complications after closing. For me, I highly recommend my buyers to delay closing if all the repairs or issues are not addressed before the closing date. There has been so many scenarios where my buyer was on a specific timeline. Let's say their lease was up or they were relocating from another state and they had a specific move-in date where they had to accept some repairs post-closing, and those post-closing repairs not only took days, but weeks and sometimes months to complete. And it's not a good feeling. You want a 100% finished home. You don't want a home where there's outstanding repairs and issues. Wouldn't you agree? If you have the flexibility, I highly recommend my buyers to delay the closing so that we have leverage. If you close, you don't have that leverage to negotiate with these builders. Number 2, rushing to close early. While it's exciting to move into your brand new construction home, beware of builders pushing to close early. Rushing the closing process might indicate an attempt to cover up unfinished work or unresolved issues. Take the necessary time to thoroughly inspect the property before closing to ensure everything meets your expectations and the agreed upon standards. Don't let pressure to close prematurely lead to overlooking potential problems that could arise later. And I've saved the best for last. Number 1, refusal to allow third-party inspection. Insisting on a third-party inspection is a crucial step in ensuring the quality of your new construction home. If the builder hesitates or outright refuses an independent inspection, it's a significant red flag. A reputable builder should welcome the scrutiny as it demonstrates their confidence in the quality of their work. Refusal could signal potential issues that they don't want uncovered, making it essential to reconsider your options or negotiate this point firmly. I highly recommend all my buyers purchasing a new construction home to conduct a third-party inspection. If there's a pushback from the builder, won't you question why and what are they hiding that they don't want the third-party inspector to find out on this new construction home? The third-party inspector will put together an inspection report, which I will then, as the buyer's agent, forward to the builder and make sure all the repairs in the summary section are addressed before closing. Once those repairs are completed, I will send the inspector back for a re-inspection to make sure all those repairs are professionally done. The big items to check out for are things that you're not too familiar with or things that you cannot see easily. Those items include insulation in the attic, making sure that it's up to code, cracked or broken tiles on the roof, tankless water heater, HVAC, all plumbing and electrical, including GFIs and breakers. You guys, you would be surprised to see what I see in these inspection report summaries. What I really look out for is the insulation in the attic. There are so many builders cutting corners and not doing the insulation properly, which is going to cost my buyers and my new homeowners a lot more money in the long run because their home is not energy efficient. Now that's a big flag for me. And so when I see an inspection report where the builder does not have the attic insulated to code, that's a big no-no for me. And I keep this in mind when suggesting a particular builder for a buyer that's seeking a new construction home in the future. Buying a new construction home is a significant investment, and being vigilant about these red flags can save you from future headaches. Remember, thorough research, clear communication, and attention to details are the best tools when navigating the purchase of your new construction home. If you've encountered any red flags that I did not mention in this video, make sure you comment below so that it could be helpful for other home buyers that are looking at purchasing a new construction home. Now it's time for pop quiz. I want to make sure that you've been paying attention to my video. So here we go. What red flags should you be aware of when purchasing a new construction home? A, negative reviews and dissatisfied past clients. B, builder hesitant on allowing you to conduct a third-party inspection. C, builders that are not transparent and good at communications. And D, all of the above. The first person to get the answer correctly in the comment below will get a shout out on my next YouTube Shorts. Thank you so much for playing this game with me. For more videos about new construction homes, and if you're thinking about buying new homes anywhere in the world, make sure you check out one of the videos surrounding me. Thank you so much for watching and engaging with me. If you're new to my channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button so you're made aware of my new weekly content. Thank you so much, and I cannot wait to see you on the next one.